Hi, fourth grade boys and girls. We're going into week 3 for most of the classes. Some of the classes who didn't see me on Monday the 7th of September are going into week 2. But this is for you friends who had me the 8th, and we're moving on. We are going to be going to Schoology, of course, and we're going to be doing a Google Doc where you get to tell about yourself. Well, you might be saying, no, I don't want to write. I don't want to do it. I can't think of things to write anymore, Ms. Bell. Well, guess what? You're going to be adding images to tell about yourself. Remember, everything has to be school appropriate. So only pictures that you would show to, like, say, your grandma or your grandpa or somebody at school, like one of your teachers. Now, I'm going to have to refresh your memory of all the things that we normally would do in Google Docs to add images. Some of you may remember, but I also want to go over how to format your images because you're going to be adding 6 different images. It's not just going to be one thing. Some of your images may already be saved on your Chromebook. Some of your images you may have on your phone or your laptop, and possibly you can somehow transfer them to your Chromebook. If not, you're going to search on Google for images that will tell about you and the things you like or love. All right, so let's get into it. Here we go. All right, so we're in Schoology, and you notice there's Miss Bell. You're going into media. Now, we want to go here into week 3. And of course, it says Google Doc all about me in images. So the first thing you're going to do is watch this video. It will be right up here above the Google Doc all about me in images, okay? So you would go ahead and click on the title of the assignment. It's going to take you in then. And it talks about what you're supposed to do in the assignment. Sorry, I had to move the screen a little bit. Let's see if I can move it so I can show you all of the information. Nah, it's not gonna work. Being a booger. Okay, so you're gonna click on the Google Doc. Actually, the document's here. It's not below. It showed up below on my screen, but on yours, it's right there, my document. You're gonna complete the document by adding your first and last name, the date, your class, and a title for your document. Next, you're going to search on Google or use Save Images that are on your Chromebook, and you're going to tell us about yourself by using those images. The images can be of you, your family, things you like, things you love to do, love to eat, love to watch, and love to listen to. Insert at least 6 images with different content into the document. All images must be school appropriate, please. So what I'm saying about content, we don't want 6 images of you and your family. We want 6 images that tell a different thing about you, about yourself. All right? So let's go ahead and move on. We're going to go to my document. And you want to edit. And of course, this is where you would put your name. So let's put Miss Bell here. And then the date. I'm actually doing this. Let's say I'm doing this on the, I can't spell, on the very first day that it is assigned, which I believe is the 21st. So remember that this is part of creating a document as well. You should be doing a heading like this, right? And then your class. So say this student is in Miss Jackson's class because it's room 110, and then the title of your document. So you could say all about Miss Bell or all about you, whatever. You're not going to say all about Miss Bell because that's for me to do. It's for me to tell you what you're going to do. All right. So the first thing we want to do is you can insert images 2 ways. Go to Insert, go to Image, go to Upload from the computer if you have images saved, go to Search the web if you do not have images saved. Okay? You can also go over here And that's the symbol for insert image. So I'm going to click on that. It's the same thing. Upload from computer, search the web. So I'm going to search the web. All right, so we have Google over here. Let me move this over a little bit so you can see. And then we're going to search for images up here. Now, Miss Bell, you know, is a big fan of different books and movies, but I'm going to do a new one this time. I really love The Lord of the Rings. That is a book series. It's a fantasy series. It's just a really good one of good versus evil and really amazing characters. So I could use a picture, one of these pictures, to kind of tell you that I like Lord of the Rings. And you may have seen the movies. They came out maybe about 10 years ago. And here's one that maybe I could use. I'm going to double click it. It's going to enter into my picture or my document. Now down here you want to format it. All right, so we usually don't want to break the text because then the text is going to be on top and on the bottom of it. We can say wrap text, and that may be the best way to do it, but it moved it down for some reason. If it does that, you can just drag, you click, and drag it back up to the page you want it on. And of course, you can't really move it or make it smaller until you format it with one of those 3 choices down at the bottom. My computer's being rather silly right now, so let me try to make this smaller, see if that helps me to be able to move it more easily. And it's going off the page, so let's move it back on the page. So that tells you that I'm a fan of The Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, Fellowship of the Ring, and The Return of the King. Those are the 3 books in the trilogy. All right, so there's one image. You're gonna do 5 more. So then you click next to the image, and then you could go back to image, insert image, upload from the computer, or search the web. And I really do also love Stranger Things. So I'm a Stranger Things fan. So we could find something for Stranger Things as well. There's not too many that look really, really good. But I'm gonna just choose this one just to keep things quick. Hopefully it'll come up. Hopefully it's not gonna be a pain. All right, again, it's coming up down here for some reason, maybe because it's too large. Since I formatted the other picture, I think it's letting me move them more easily. You can also have them on this one, which is in line with text, which is fine. So if you like this size, oh, actually it won't let me move it now, so I'm gonna do wrap text. If you like this size, you can move it over and then click to the side of the picture. It's being weird again. Let's hit enter and go down and under the other picture. We're gonna do another picture. And I wish I had my pictures saved on here, but since I'm doing the student view, I don't have Miss Bell's images of her son, of pets. I don't have my pictures on here, unfortunately. So let's see what else, because I definitely would put my son and pets on here if I was doing it with my account and my laptop. Some other things that I love is I do love Indian food. I already mentioned that. So let's look into that. I could do something like this. I could do something like this. I really like that picture because that has all the different types of Indian food. Now, some of you might be saying, ew, but if you've ever had curry, which is kind of spicy, and usually most Indian food dishes have a nice creamy sauce, then you probably would like it. All right, so we're gonna, again, we have to make it smaller so it's gonna fit on the page and not take up too much room. If you think your pictures are going to be way too big, you can shrink them down even more. because it looks like I'm gonna have to shrink them to get 2 more pictures on after, or 3 more pictures on. And again, if it moves your text, when you move it up, just move it back, or you can always do undo, which if I can move this, you can do undo or redo. Those are the best buttons ever, because then you don't have to worry so much about if you make a mistake. All right, so I made that one smaller. I'm gonna make this one smaller. Move it up. I could even move it over. Maybe I'll move it over this way. And then I could take this one and maybe try to fit it in the middle of these two. Oop, oop, oop. Sometimes Google acts a little bit funky. Like with that one, it's not liking where that is. I'm gonna put that back in the middle if I can. Why are you being like that? Okay, so I just had to move them down a little bit. So there's the Indian food, and now 3 more pictures. So you guys kind of get the idea. You're either gonna go here to insert image, search the web, or go to the other area right here to insert them. And I don't expect you to write anything in this one, so it's fine if you just put the pictures. And then, let's see, what else does Ms. Bell like that she can put on here? I do love music, so rock. I like rock and roll a lot. So I could maybe pick something that has to do with rock and roll, like something like this would be kind of cool. And there it is, and let's wrap it and make it smaller because it's pretty darn big. Well, it's being a pain. Remember, when you're making a picture smaller, you really should take it from the corners because then it doesn't distort the image. If you take it from the bottom or the top or the sides, it can make it look kind of weird and not look balanced. All right, so there's another picture, that's 4. And then we'll add another, if I can find my toolbar. Sometimes it does this, just click down to see if, oh, okay, that's why. I was clicked on an image. Duh, Miss Bell. So let's go back here. Do one more. I do love pets. So yes, I guess I can put cats and dogs because I love pets. I love birds too, but just to kind of keep it kind of short. So I'm gonna put calico cats because my cat Gabby is calico. I'm gonna put long-haired in here too. So I get something maybe that looks a little bit like her, and double click. And I do love kitties. They can be very sweet, but very feisty at the same time. But I do like the way they're independent. Diggy wants a lot more attention. And sometimes when I want to relax, he sits and breathes in my face, and he has really, really, really bad breath. So there, I can put that picture there. You can kind of try to balance them out, maybe, so they look nice on the page. And Ms. Bell's so picky, I probably actually would switch this picture with this one because I'm picky. And I like things to look really balanced. You might be like, Ms. Bell, whatever. But that's Ms. Bell. If it's not you, then you're not upset about it, whatever. Okay, so let's click off of the picture again, and let's do one more. I'm going to search the web. Since my dog is a Pomeranian, big Pomeranian, then I would put the puppy in the middle, and I could spread my pictures out, or I could add a few more if I wanted to, but try to make them look neat, try to make them all fit. Like I could put a couple more pictures down here, and then that is my document. So here it is. Here it is. It is in Google Docs on Schoology. So that should be it. And then you would submit the assignment, or you can edit it some more. So if I want to say submit assignment, then it would be done and it would be turned in. If I wanted to, I'm going to submit it real quick so I can show you what it should look like. Done.